Hello everyone, and today we're going to be reviewing a Rapido Canadian National Dash 8 40 cm locomotive. So first let's get looking at the box. So it's got this photo of the train itself here. Looks like it's got this filter, or looks made to look like a painting. I think it's just a photo that they put on there, but you can kind of see how it looks like trying to make it look like a painting, an oil painting or something like that. But yeah, the box is pretty good. It's got this design of those lines on the trains on the side. Got the prime movers, that thing there, logo, and there's the just little specifications on that. It's the product number. So yeah, pretty basic box, but it's kind of nice. It got some good features. I don't know if I like the fake painting look for that, but anyways, let's get this open up. Pretty hard to open up. It's pretty stiff and airtight, so try to get that up. So I bought this for about $150 US, but I bought this up in Canada, Pacific Western. It's like in British Columbia. We got some things here with papers. Got the exploded diagram of all the parts that go into the locomotive, and as you can see, there are quite a lot of them. This is a very detailed model, and I'm really excited to get looking at it. It also came with this little, oops, I'll be careful with that, little decal sheet. So we've got various decals to go on the locomotive. Don't know if I'll be putting those on or not. And then let me tilt this so you can see it's got this foam, quite nice. Let me pull this, hopefully anything won't fall. Alright, we've got the locomotive with foam all around it, and a block of ice packaging plastic there. Here we can see what are these little pieces here to go on the train, little details. They almost feel like they're metal. They look like they might be for lights or something. I'll have to examine that, see where that might go a little bit. So let's try to take the train out of the box. Don't think there's anything else in there. Yeah, so let's get looking at this. Alright, so just slide that on out there. And yeah, looks like it's pretty decent packaging. Standard nowadays. We got this plastic there. But yeah, it looks pretty nice. This is not your average American locomotive, because it's, as you can see, most trains have the hand railings on the side. However, this thing is a fat train. You can kind of see like that. The back is there's no handrails or anywhere to walk as a person on this train. Anyone who works on there. So I think in real life you have to walk through that door to get to the other side of the train. Maybe because it's really cold in Canada, they don't want people walking on the side of the train, because that'd be really unpleasant and cold, especially in those rough Canadian winters. So yeah, let's get looking at this. This is some really nice detail here. Wow, this is honestly way better than I expected. Yeah, alright. So we can see we've got some handrails there, separately fitted on both sides. We've got this little step. We've got this interesting little grill here, or exhaust, or something like that. Little antenna on the top. And wow, there's a lot of really nice details here as well on the front of the locomotive. Just a lot of separately fitted details that are really nice. First of all, the most striking one is this bell. That's really awesome. I actually really like that. Then we got, gosh, we got some, let's just zoom that in. We got various little grab irons and stuff just to get up. These are all separately fitted. It's really good quality. We've even got one up there. We got some there and there. Honestly, really looking good so far. The front looks like it has just a great amount of detail. We've got these two lights here, which presumably light up. That's what I've heard about this model. We've got those lights there are gonna be actually working. So we'll see once we get that thing on the test track how good those lights actually are. You can see, let me get the light better on there. It doesn't look like there's any MU hoses or anything there. One last thing I'd like to point out is that there's these two neat little cup things, probably for like putting sand in. And then we also got these really nice windshield wipers there. And then as well, so we also got some little flaps here. I think those are probably for sunshades. The little, you know, it's probably also a sunshade. And then, yeah, let's look at the rest of the train. The front was excellent. Well, let's see what the rest is like. It looks a little bit more basic, but that kind of makes sense that there's not a whole lot of detail in general on the side of the train in real life. 'Cause I've seen these ones before. It looks pretty good, but yeah, doesn't seem to be a whole lot of detail just in general on the side. But we can see it's kind of just pretty basic, but then again, that's kind of what the train's like in real life. It's not too much detail in general. Got this little exhaust here, little door with some glass, which you can see. It's just a little circle glass. Nothing too fancy or special. The wheels are pretty good, honestly. Yeah, they look good level of detail. But yeah, so we've got some up here, just a little horns. It's very devoid of detail, I think. So we're at the back of the train now, and you kind of see there's some grab irons and stuff. Let's get that light on there a little bit better. But yeah, we got some grab irons there on both ends, and we got some, you know, good railings, good level of detail. One of those other sand cup or things over there. Yeah, we've got, this thing comes with a black knuckle couplers. I'm not the biggest fan of that. I'd rather prefer it to be like brown or something, but yeah, it's just kind of like a silvery black. Not bad, not good either. But yeah, so honestly, kind of started with the best, kind of with all the detail on the front, but yeah, there's not a whole lot of detail with the rest of the train. But to be honest, this front is really basically as good as it gets almost. So I'm not in any way disappointed with this model. I think it's just the train in general is just doesn't have a lot of detail even in real life on the end, so it's not really their fault, you know, with that. But yeah, it's a pretty good model. It's got all that yellow there, yellow marking on the stairs. That's pretty good. It's got it on both sides. So that is about it for detail. Let's see how it runs. I'm also looking forward to seeing those lights in the front. Alright, so we got the locomotive on a test track now, and let's see how this baby runs. So we're going to be mostly just trying out slow speeds, see how good it crawls. Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see, even slower than that. Wow, handles it pretty nice. Kind of what we want to see with these big North American trains is just how well that they can really crawl, you know, at a slow speed. Yeah, these things aren't going all that fast, and it looks really nice when it's going at a slow speed, because mostly these things are rolling by pretty slow, but it looks like it's handling it pretty well, honestly. I mean, yeah, it should be a pretty good quality roll, and it looks like that's what we're getting. Yeah, this is my first Rapido locomotive, so I really didn't know what to expect, but it seems honestly pretty good. It is actually a little bit noisy. Sounds a little rumbly, to be honest. Like the gears might be a little bit too tight. But then again, I don't really know. That could go away with more running. But yeah, it runs. You can hear that. It is quite noisy of a runner. I'm pretty surprised about that. All right, let's see how these lights work. All right, looks pretty good actually. I really like that. This is my first train actually with ditch lights on it, so it's a really nice feature. Let's see if there's any in the back. I'm not thinking that there's going to be any. Doesn't look like it, but that's okay. It's kind of really, I think the front of this train is really where it shines, and that's where most of the attention on the eye is going to be focused anyways. Alright, so overall I think this train is a awesome model train. It's definitely one on the expensive side of trains. Definitely though, you're really getting what you pay for with the detail in the front. Everything from the grab irons to the lights, and even that nice bell in the front. Just basically everything just harmonizes really nicely in the front. However, we move on to the back of the train. It's definitely the weaker side of the locomotive, but honestly, still decent. Is it worth the $150 that I paid? I honestly don't know. Yeah, I think maybe it is on a little bit of the higher end of pricing, just because of the gap between the front and back of it. So maybe more reasonable price would be 130, 140. But overall, it's not that big of a jump, and you know, to the price I actually paid. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Would I buy it again? Yes, I think so. I really like Canadian National trains. It looks pretty good. It's a really nice looking paint scheme overall. And this is a really unique locomotive too. This is not just it's not your average American model train either. You know, it's got that area on the side here. You know, it's like it's all one big body of a train. There's no handrails or anything. So you're also paying for that novelty, where it's pretty unique. You know, I guess the novelty factor makes it worth it, I think, just because it's not your run-of-the-mill train. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this review, and thank you guys so much for watching.